Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here, and as you can see, I am thrilled to announce that I have surpassed the 4,000 trophy mark in Clash Royale. And over today's episode, we'll share the deck I used to get me here, and I'll share my whole battle log as well so you can see my wins as well as my losses. Just want to be totally transparent as I always am. I think it's pretty safe to share this deck with you guys because I have done 2 lower level episodes in a row now with my level 5 account and level 6 account. So you can see here in Elite Gaming, we actually have 12 people over 4,000 cups, including Jason, the champion of the Finland tournament, the home of Jason, now a co-leader. Congratulations, Jason, in Elite Gaming. This is the deck I've been using anyway, guys. It has the Ice Wizard, the Barbarian, the Fireball, the Minion, Cannon, Elixir Pump, Princess, and Royal Giant. I absolutely love this deck, my favorite Royal Giant deck. And let's take a quick look at my battle log here, including a defeat here. The problem is I'm a baby level 11, meaning I just turned level 11, and I'm going up against, on the regular, against level 12s and level 13s, as you can see here. So when they're coming at me with level 8 epics, that's really tough for me to combat. All mine are level 5, so I kind of feel the pain. I know a lot of people will probably skeptically look at the title of this episode and be like, hey, easy for you to get to 4,000 cups, Ash, you're maxed out, but I'm definitely far, far, far from maxed. I'd venture a guess I'm around $6,000 from max. So anyway, you can see here I have a lot of trouble going against players like this, unfortunately, and so I'm feeling the same pain that you guys are, just at a different level. So I'm gonna have to just I did get a tower down, so I felt kind of happy about that, but then when I saw the level 8 Golem, followed by the level 8 Witch, followed by everything else, I knew he was going to be 3 crowning me in just a matter of seconds, and in fact he does, so shout out to Hura King there from Hong Kong Ace, or HK Ace Clan. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some actual wins here as well, and you can see kind of how I got there. Let's watch the match that got me the 4,000. Actually, let me just show you my battle log first. Let's back out real quick, and you can see a couple wins and then a loss, a couple wins and then a loss. That's pretty much how my battle log looks. I try not to lose more than 1 in a row. I've lost to this Sparky deck. Man, level 3 Sparky, that is tough. I still don't have Sparky. I have 53 of 54 cards. I got the minor about a week or 2 ago, and you can see my battle log, a lot of victories, a lot of losses too, and it's just a matter of trying to win 55 to 60% of the time, and trying to win especially when you're playing someone who's a lot higher than you in trophies. That way you can get that nice gain in cups. So now let's go to one of these live matches. I do want to talk a little bit about this deck because especially the opening moves, I really want to get in depth on that, right? So if you have the Elixir Pump in your opening hand with this deck, I always use the Elixir Pump. But if you don't have the Elixir Pump, I'll go right out. I'll be aggressive right out of the gate, and I'll start with a Royal Giant right off the bat. If I have Royal Giant and Barbarians in the same hand, I'll never use them together because Barbarians are mainly going to be a defensive weapon in this deck for me. They work really well against the Miner, they work really well against Royal Giant, and you can use them well, obviously, against power decks as well, against P.E.K.K.A.s, against Princes, not Dark Princes, but everything other than Dark Prince. The Barbarians work awesome defensively, so I rarely use the Barbarians offensively. I usually use them defensively, kind of reacting to what my opponent does. So again, if I do have the Elixir Pump in my starting hand, I'll go ahead and use it. If I don't, I'll go ahead and play aggressively right out the gate with the Royal Giant, and I'll back him up with either the Ice Wizard or the Princess if I have one of those. If I don't, I'll go with the Minions. But you don't want to overcommit on your first play of the hand with this deck, so I'll wait till the opponent counters my Royal Giant before I drop anything more than my Ice Wizard, Princess, or Minions. And then if they play, for example, a Barbarian against my Royal Giant, then I'll throw a Fireball at them. If they play a couple Goblins, I'll just leave it as is because I want to have enough Elixir to defend as well. And then throughout the rest of the match, I try to keep that Elixir advantage going. A key to this deck is it is a 4 average cost Elixir deck, so you always want to try to choose the Elixir Pump over anything else. So for example, halfway through the match, like I am right now, I had the Elixir Pump in my hand. I also had the Royal Giant. It's very tempting to always play the Royal Giant when he comes up because he's such an aggressive and awesome card, and it's almost guaranteed tower damage. However, you should always go with the Elixir Pump before the Royal Giant, then be aggressive once you know you have the Elixir advantage. So this guy has 2 pumps on the board right now. Whenever he has a pump and any unit and the tower all in the same radius, then I'll use a fireball. I won't use a fireball by itself against an elixir pump and the tower unless I'm at totally full elixir and it's kind of a stalemate. Then I'll use it, and I know I'm not getting my full value out of that fireball, but I try not to use the fireball unless I'm going to hit 3 targets with it. So the elixir pump, and especially after the elixir pump nerf, you're actually getting a lot more value out of that fireball onto the elixir pump because it has less hit points. Okay guys, so I'm breaking my own rule right now, and I'm playing the Royal Giant when I have the elixir pump in my hand, and the reason I did that is because there is a caveat to that rule, right? And I had Barbarians that were successful on defense to me, and those Barbarians were going in that right lane, so then what I did was I used the Royal Giant to kind of pile on to that offensive push that came from my successful defense. So that would be the caveat, the exception to the rule. If you have a successful defense and a bunch of troops, maybe an Ice Wizard, maybe minions, maybe a Princess, maybe Barbarians, if they're making their way down the lane, of course drop your Royal Giant and capitalize on that push. So now I'm going to be playing against August from Clash Wars. He's another YouTuber. He's a great Clash of Clans YouTuber. I think he does Clash Royale content as well. I'll go ahead and link him in the description below. So I'm going to play him here, and he came on really strong in the start here. What he did was he took out my right tower really early on, and I was able to pull off a come from behind victory here. So let's see where I went wrong. So he has that miner card. I'm playing pretty aggressively, but I do have the elixir pump on the board. He has a great counter to my Royal Giant in the mini P.E.K.K.A. as well as the minion horde. And this is where I run into trouble right here. He's able to get that mini P.E.K.K.A. onto my tower along with that miner. My Ice Wizard and my Princess aren't going to do a heck of a lot to defend that tower, so only a minute into this match, I am already down 1 tower. And that leads me to a really important strategy note here, right? So I never, ever give up under any circumstance in this game, right? So I noticed that a lot of my opponents do, however. I notice if I can get a down, or if I can get up a tower really early on in a match, I notice that sometimes, maybe about 20% of the time, the opponent will just give up. Maybe they'll either leave the match or they'll give me the free 3 crown. So I would never, ever do this. I can't count the number of times I've had successful comebacks. It's just not a smart strategic move, and it's a waste of time, frankly, in my opinion, to ever give up on a match, especially that early on. So you can see here I actually get a lot of damage to that left tower, and I'm going to quickly even things up here with that Royal Giant, even with the mini P.E.K.K.A. on him. So now I'm just going to try to reload and keep this elixir advantage going. Right now we're 1 elixir pump to 1 elixir pump. You can see I'm kind of contemplating what I want to drop right down right now. I think I might have some issues with that mini P.E.K.K.A., so I do drop that cannon. Probably an ill-advised move right there, but instead I'm going to go ahead and wait till my elixir builds up a little bit, then I'm going to play the elixir pump. We are in double elixir mode right now, and we're also kind of at a virtual tie right now. So I'm going to try to talk you through my thought process when things get this tight in a match. So I always want to play defensively first. I want to make sure I protect my tower. I want to A, protect my tower. B, I want to make sure I maintain the elixir advantage, so I still want to build elixir pumps all the way up to the final 30 seconds in the entire match. So right here, what I'm trying to do is defend properly, and at the same time, I want to periodically drop my Royal Giant right in the center of the defender's area over there. He was able to defend against the Royal Giant there, but that's the idea. So I'm going to concentrate on my side, defense. I'm going to build another elixir pump, and then I want to keep dropping that Royal Giant as soon as he's up right in the smack dab the middle of the defender's area. The reason for that is because he'll auto-target onto that right tower. Even if it shows him targeting the king tower, he'll always go for the side tower, the Royal Giant that is. So even if the opponent drops a minion horde on my Royal Giant or Barbarians, I'm guaranteed to at least get 2 or 3 hits off at the very least, and you can see that's going to do a lot of damage to that tower. That's why the Royal Giant is still very powerful. If you are a Supercell developer listening right now, I don't think it's powerful at all. Don't nerf the Royal Giant. Don't nerf the Royal Giant. Don't nerf the Royal Giant. If you're anybody else, I think the Royal Giant is incredibly powerful right now and probably should still be nerfed, but I hope they don't because I absolutely love the card. But anyway, 20 seconds left right now. I know I have the fireball up. I don't want to use it right away on that tower. I'd rather play defense. I know I can probably cycle another fireball in with 20 seconds left on the clock. So I play a Royal Giant. I play another Princess card. I'm playing defense. I put down a minion horde, and then I'm still able to get down that tower without even needing that fireball. It was important to choose defense over offense on the fireball versus the minion horde rather than wasting my fireball against that tower. And And there it is, guys. I was able to get 4,000 cups, 4018, a new record for me, and I'm pretty pumped about it. I hope I can beat that record, and in this season now, I'm very excited to try to do so, and having a lot of fun in the game. So guys, thank you so much for watching. It has been a while since I've done a Clash Royale video, and there's so much going on in Clash of Clans right now with a big update that I'm really excited about, so I have taken a little bit of a backseat in Clash Royale, but that doesn't mean I'm not playing, and that I'm not going to continue to bring awesome strategy content to you guys in the future. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to hang out with me, and as always, take care, guys.
We don't play for fame, we don't play for cash. We just play for the glory and the clash of the ash.